So computer programming is a way of giving instruction to the computer. You are telling the computer, your laptop or your phone to do a specific thing. For example, to calculate the volume of a cylinder, even the games that you are doing, if you are making a phone call, you are telling the computer to do a specific thing. So we are writing something which is called code. And then after writing the code, then the computer will understand it. But for us to talk to it, we need to have a language, which is called the programming language. So just like English, Chinese, Spanish, Korean, all those are languages which human beings talk to each other. But the computers do not understand the native language. They use what is called the programming languages. So the programming languages are divided according to how they can access the computer hardware, low level assembler code. We are talking about middle level and high level, or what is called scripting languages. So if you come here, you'll be able to see the scripting languages like Python, JavaScript, Bash, PHP. They are called scripting languages, and they work together with something called a scripting engine. It's what we installed. You remember we installed the Python software, okay? The Python software which we installed, in short, it's called the scripting engine. Scripting engine. So from the scripting engine, when you write Python code, the scripting engine will translate it to a way that the computer understands. So that is what is happening here at this level. And then the applications, so the applications that are there, we have Zoom, we have VLC, we have the games that you use. If you have ever played games, all those are applications. Even the mobile apps that you are using, and they are written in various languages. They are written in Java, C++, C Sharp. There are so many. And then here we have got other languages which are middle level. It depends with how deep you want to go in computer science, but the middle level languages, C Sharp, Java, Haskell, Go. There's also a language which is nowadays common, which is called Go. There's also another language. There are so many here. And then the assembly and C, they are called low level. Okay, these ones are low level languages. Low level. At this point, they are low level. Low level. Okay, they talk directly to the hardware. They talk directly to the hardware. So these are low level. These other ones can be considered as high level. And then this other one are middle level. But it depends from which technology, or if you are doing something like microcontrollers, then it may change. The classification may change a little bit. Okay, so these are middle level, C++, Java, and then this other one, the scripting languages, are also considered as high level. Are we together now, guys? Yes. And then the computer itself, we are having the hardware, the computer CPU, I/O, and then we have got the drivers. For you to work with the keyboard, you need the keyboard drivers. And these drivers are normally written in assembly language or C language. Are we together, guys? Yeah. The computer drivers are written in this. Then there is the operating system. The operating systems, which is the software which helps you to communicate, to use the computer nicely. We are talking about Windows, Linux, Mac OS. And then there's something called API. I don't want you to worry about that. And then there is the application. So the application here is whereby you can use C++ to develop the application. It doesn't. So here the applications here, like for example, VLC. It's written. You can use C++. You can use Java to develop the applications. Okay. So you can use C# using something called Visual Studio to develop the applications. So that's the applications. And binary language, I've told you, is the language that the computer understands. Like it is what is called ones and zero. So it's in the format ones and zero, and the computer understands it directly. Then after that, we came to what is called how does these things tie up together? We have the high-level language, or what are called the compiled languages. For example, if you have C++ here, if you have C++ or Java, C++ language, what happens is you write the C++ language, and then there is a software called a compiler. Are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? Can you hear me?
Yes,
We are together.
Yes.
We're together.
Okay, good. So C++, you use the compiler, which is the C++
can hear you.
compiler. Good, thank you. Java compiler, C# compiler, and then it compiles or it converts the C++ code, source code, into what is called assembly. And then this assembly is converted using another program, which is called assembler, into the binary language, which the computer understands here. Okay, so the binary language here, which the computer understands, comes from the C++. So that is how it, or if you look at it from top level, from top, you see C++ here is top. From the top here, if I take like this, C++, you write it there, up there, you write it, the C++, you write it, and then it is compiled, and then assembly, and then like that. But for Python, we use what is called the scripting engine. Are we together, guys? The Python, we use the scripting engine, which is, you don't need to worry about it, but it's a software which you install. After installing it, then the computer will understand how it works. Okay. Then the next thing that we want to learn is we looked at Python applications, or where Python is being used. But before we do that, we want to learn why. Why should we learn Python? Okay. So Python is easy to learn. Okay.
Sorry, Bob.
Yes.
Can you go up a little bit? Yes. So I have mannerism. The difference between the Java and the scripting. What's the difference with it?
Yes. So Java is said to be a compiled language. You call it compiled language. Okay. These high level languages, they cannot communicate directly to the computer.
Yes.
Like for example, C++, JavaScript, and all this, they cannot communicate directly to the computer. So Java here, you can think of the high level. They are also further divided into compiled and scripting language. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So in short, just know that Java works the same way. Java is called compiled language. Okay. So you
Okay.
have Java file, you have Java. So I'll just give you an example. You say Java C. So that is Java C. What do you think it is? Java compile.
Java compile.
Yes, Java C, which will is the Java compiler, and then we do hello.java, okay, and then /o, and then hello, okay. So
Okay.
Java C is what is called the Java compiler, okay, and then it gives us hello.java is the Java code which you are writing, okay. And then the output is what is called the object, or this output is like binary. It mixes with assembly, or just know that it mixes with assembly. It mix it into this, and then you get something which is called executable. This hello, you can be able to run it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Similarly, if you are having C++, you would have C++, that is the C++ compiler. And then we have hello.cpp, which is the C++ source code. And then .o is it's telling you output. And then we have hello. Okay. So this is what is called the compiler, the C++ compiler and the Java compiler. Okay. Are we together?
Yeah, we are.
Yes. But for Python, it's different. For Python, it's different. For Python, we are having Python. How we are going to run it is we write Python, and then we say like hello world.py. Do you remember how we were running Python? You say Python, then hello world.py. So this program which you installed, which is called Python, which is called itself Python here. So Python is two things. Python is the language. Are we together?
Yes.
The language itself is also called Python, the programming language which we are using. Also, the scripting, the software, the language itself is Python, but also the software. Software to run Python. What we installed. The software to run Python is also called Python. So if you go to Python downloads, or if you go to python.org, then downloads, and I think everyone except Andy has downloaded this. I'm going to send him the link so that you download Python. This is what you are downloading here is what is called the scripting engine.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the software or the scripting engine to run Python. Okay, so Python is easy to learn compared to other languages. I can tell you, it has simple syntax, and they're English based. Do you remember we are just having something like if or if your age is less than 30, we just learned if your age is less than 30, or if your age is less than 18, your age is less than 18, then you are telling you, or you do, you are allowed to drink. You cannot drink. Cannot drink. Something like that. You cannot drive and drink. So it's something which is, we can say you understand it very quickly, okay? From here, you'll be able to know what we are talking about. But other languages, not so much. Other languages are a bit difficult to understand. Then it is straightforward and helps new programmers understand code. It is also ideal for beginners. It's good for beginners. So Python is easy to learn. Python also has free resources, free and many. There are really many resources that Python has. Okay, there are many free resources. If you compare to something like Swift, actually Swift also is here. Have you heard of Swift?
Yes.
As Swift is for people who want to make iPhone apps. If you are having a MacBook, you want to make iPhone and the desk MacBook, Mac OS apps, then you use Swift. So Swift is not so easy to find resources. It's like you have to buy or you have to pay license, and for you to install the software is it's expensive. So Python is there are also free libraries. Can you remember the library we have used so far? Can you remember the library? Do you remember math? Can you remember the math? The math library we used? Do you remember we used import math?
Yeah.
Yes, import math. So math is
Input math.
yes, it's a free maths library, which somebody has already done. So you just type import math, and then you can be able to get all those maths. Then Python has a large community. There are so many people globally who are using Python, people working in the industry, people working in academia, like in universities, and they're using math. So if you have any problems or issues, they can help you. Then there are also applications. There is application in web development. If you want to build a website, game development, there are games which are written in Python, machine learning, and the AI and machine learning. Then there is what is called automation. If you are doing something like robotics, this is what we want to explore with Leslie and Andy. Then GUI is called graphical user interface. The like for example, the Zoom app. It is not written in Python, but you can be able to build something like Zoom, whereby people can interact with it, press buttons, view videos, all those. Then something called Internet of Things. It's also a very new, interesting topic, whereby sensors are connected to the internet. Like you have got your smart fridge, you have got irrigation systems, you have got so many agriculture
Water level
water,
indicators.
water level meters, all those. You connect sensors to the internet. So that, and then also can be used to solve advanced problems. For example, there's something called scientific simulation. If you are doing some scientific simulation, you can also use Python. Okay, is that okay, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. So these are the reasons why Python is good, and we have looked at the applications. Even from this, you'll be able to learn data science, robotics, automation, mechatronics, financial analysis. People who are working in banks or people who are working called venture capital firms, where you are doing some analysis. We know AI and robotics, AI and machine learning is now very common. AI, the field of AI, artificial intelligence, is also very common right now. So the machine learning, they use Python. Then we have looked at games, we have looked at graphical user interface, we have looked at web development, we have looked at GUI, IoT, machine learning, all that. So it is a multi-purpose. We call it a multi-purpose language. It can do magic, or it can do a lot of things. Okay. So I'll go back to our slides. So how to get started? how to get started, you need to install the Python ID, the Python scripting language, or the Python this Python scripting engine. Then we need to install Visual Studio Code. And then we also, this is just for sharing code, what is called Git and GitHub. And the introduction to computer programming. We have looked at computer programming today, isn't it, guys? Are we together? Are we together, guys?
Bob. Yeah, we are together.
Yes, we have looked at computer programming and this. So, Andy, I think you are the only one who has not installed the software. I'm sending them to you today so that I'm sending them after the class so that you will do that, and then we'll have a makeup class with you so that you understand how to install them or how to get started. Then we looked at this. These are some commands. Git, we have looked at it.
That's 57.
Yes.
57.
57 of what?
Yeah, just 57.
Okay. So people, I want you to open
1, 2, 3, 7.
Okay. People, I want you to open your Visual Studio Code.
This K, 5000 K is that. And what is this 57? Why?
55 again.
Why to give it?
Hello. Jada, you people are. We can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, Bob, we're here.
Yes. So just a minute. I want you to open your. We want to learn some few tricks here and there for today. And then open your Visual Studio Code. Okay, everyone else. But for Andy, I want you to go to this site for today, which is called Online Python GDB. For today, you can use this site. So Andy, go to the chat. Go to the chat and you click the link I have shared there. So you will use it. You can use it temporarily to run Python. Andy, are you able to see the site?
Yes.
So click on it. But the others, they know where they are going to. They know how to. Yeah. So if you reach here, you clean everything, and then I want to call it maybe lesson 2, something like that. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but for me, I'll call it like that. So others, you will type here. So create a new file. Create a new file, and then you call it, oh, you can even call it intro. Okay, intro to Python. We are just doing a review. We are doing a review of few things.
Intro.
Yeah, we just call it intro. Okay, so others you will type here, but for Andy, you will type on this side. So I'll type along with Andy. So you type this hash. Then what do? You say usr/bin/env, then Python. So guys, type quickly. Type quickly. And for Andy, make sure you come up here to the top side, and then you choose Python 3 because we are using Python. You can change this if you want, but I like dark. Dark is okay. Can you be able to see here on the left, Andy, can you see on the top right side?
Yeah, I've put Python 3.
Good, good, good. Okay, so I want you to put a number, put something, 4 plus 3. Or I want you to print. You just say print. We are just starting. Print, you print your name. 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 Then you put this, and then we put our name. You type along with us. Name, and then you put like this name. We are going to explain to you what that is. Then name is equal to Bob. You put your name. Okay. Can you be able to see that? Andy, can you see? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Guys, do you understand what this is? How to print using F string? And then when you run it, it will be able to print for you that your name is Bob. Okay. So this is called a variable. This is called a variable. And then if you want to print it, you are telling the computer to show you on the screen what it is. So the name here, you put there like that, and then you call it here. This is called calling it. Okay. You can also say something like, for example, we have used age a lot. Like, for example, hobby. Hobby. You say your hobby, you say maybe swimming. Okay. And then Andy, what do you think we'll do to print? You do print, and then you say F, then you put into quotes, then I like, then you put into like that, hobby. So print F, print, then F is here. Then you say, I like hobby, and then you put your hobby there. Then when you run it, it will tell you that I like swimming. Can you be able to see that? Can you be able to see that, people?
Yes, we can see it, Bob.
Okay. Andy, are you able to type? Have you managed to type something?
Yeah.
Type quickly. Okay, then we want to print new line. We want to print new lines. And also print new tab. New tabs. Okay. So, Jada, how do we print new lines? How do we print new line? How do we print new line?
I don't know.
So you print new line by saying \n. Can you see the backslash? Backslash is near, you know, backslash is near the up key, near Z. Okay?
Yeah.
When you say \n, it will print it new line. I am from Morocco, and I like, then you say \n. I like dancing. This is just a, okay. Leslie, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, \n. So I am Jada, I am from Morocco, and I like dancing. So when you put \n, it will print it in a new line. So you run it. Do you see? It says here, hello, I am Jada. So it will look at the first one. Can you see that? Can you see everyone?
Yes.
Yes. And then,
Yes.
yes. And then from Morocco and I like is also on a new line. And then dancing is also on the new line. Can you see that? Can you see that, guys? Okay. So that is how
Yes.
to do new lines. And then print. To print new tabs, you say, let me say cities in the world, or cities in Africa, Nairobi. Okay, then here you use \T. Okay, Nairobi is one, Dodoma /T. Okay, Algiers /T. What is the capital of Morocco?
Rabat.
/T. Okay. Then Cairo, Egypt. Okay. /T. So when you type, do you see they have been separated by some space?
Control.
Can you see? Nairobi, then there is a space, Algiers, Rabat, Cairo, like that. Can you see, guys?
Yeah, I can see.
Yes. So this is how to print in a tab. Make a new line, print. And when you do /T, what do you think it's going to do? Going to give us /T. What do you think it's going to do?
I think
More space.
It will give you more space. Good. It will give you 2 times the space. Like that. You see now here there is more space. Okay. And then to print a line, just a normal line, it's very easy. Put into quotes, and then you print just a line. You can print that. You can print stars into quotes. You print stars. Or those are called asterisk. Okay. Then when you run them, you can print a line, and then you can also print stars. Okay. So guys, we are having we are having 2 minutes. So I want you as a challenge to print diamond as an assignment. I want you to print diamond. I want you to print a diamond. Then I want you to print a triangle. I want you to print, if you can print Xmas tree. If you can print Christmas tree. If you can print your name. No, name is easy. Xmas tree, triangle. Yeah, try those. Diamond. Which other one is normally there? I think those ones are okay. Are we together, guys? Are we together?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes. So do this for tomorrow, and then we will meet. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 minute remaining. If you have any major question. Today, this part we have done a little quick, but we were just introducing, especially Andy. The others, I think you know what this is. So Andy, this is how to write the Python code, and then you just run it like that, and then you will be able to see. Like that. And if you are here, if you are on this, you run it Python, you go to terminal, new terminal here, and then you type Python intro, then it will also run Python, then intro python.py. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Okay.
See you.
Thank you. See you.